So now we will discuss about promise methods. First, we will go this. So there are three types of promise methods. First one is promise all. Second one is promise, all settled method. And third one is race method. Okay. So by seeing this diagram, you can get the definition also. Whenever you are using multiple promise functions, okay, so at that time you need to call all these promise function. So we go for all function, promise dot all function. Okay, but all the promise function is resolved, then only it will get the result. Okay, see, all function that is used whenever all promise are expected to return the resolved state. Okay, and it will works with only resolved promises only. If any promise returns reject type of response, then it will won't work. That is about all method. Okay, if all promises are returning resolved type of response, then only it will return the response. Okay, so I will tell this one by using one example. Only you come to know. So I am going to take one function, add here, let c equal to a plus b, return new promise resolve comma reject. Okay, so set timeout of resolve c, and here I am giving 1000. Okay, so next, so this is function add. So next one is I am giving subtract. Next I am giving multiplication. Here so here I am giving 2000 milliseconds, 3000 milliseconds, and now I am going to call all these functions. Okay, these are the three promises: add, subtract, and multiplication. For our indication, I am going to give here add. There are you people will get confusion. This is subtract. This one is multiplication. Now use promise dot all method. So here call this function add of, I am giving a value 10 and b value 5, comma, and subtract of 10 comma 5 and multiplication of 10 comma 5. Okay, now as usual then block result sol dot log. result. After that, catch block e console.log catch block e. So this one then block. So execute it. Then block add 15, subtract 5, multiplication 50. Okay. So this is the way to call the all method. Okay. So I am taking all these methods as a resolve. Sorry. Okay. All these promise functions as a resolve. That means all the promises are returning resolve type of message. So I am giving reject here, then see the output. See, catch block multiplication 50. Multiplication 50 means for multiplication function I am using reject function. Okay, so I am giving reject type of response so that the entire methods will not be executed and it will go to the catch block. So that is about promise all method. So this diagram shows like this. See, we are submitting all the promises to the all method. Okay, that means add, subtract and multiplication. So if all promises are resolved, then only it will give the success message. If any promise gets reject type of response, then it will entire all the promises will go to this catch block and it will return message. Okay, that message also belongs to reject type of message. So here you may ask that, so what about this add and subtraction function response? Okay, so that will be ignored. Okay, you can see this. And I am giving reject type of response in mul function. So it is written, it is going to the catch block and this result of add and subtraction, it will be ignored. Okay, so this is about promise dot all method. Okay, next promise dot all settled. And here you can change the order also, no problem. So promise, you can change the order. And here I am going to give resolve. Now execute it. It will not be returned immediately. Why? Because we have given this set timeout of 1000, set timeout of 2000, set timeout of 3000. Okay, that means this add function needs 1 seconds. Okay, after 1 second only add function will return the result. Subtraction means after 2 seconds only it has to be returned. Okay, both add and subtraction functions will wait until this mul function return the response. Why? Because this will have the highest time, 3 seconds. So remaining function has to be wait. Why? Because this promise.all method will give the response of all the functions at a time, so that which function has highest time. So until that function returns the response, remaining functions has to be wait. Okay, so the response here, observe this. So first we will get the subtract, again we will get the multiplication, again we will get the add. That means based on the order you have given, so that order should be followed in result. Okay, so that is about promise.all. So next we will give promise all settled. So promise all settled means See, so you are giving all the promises to the promise.allSettled function. Either it may give resolve type of response or reject type of response. It will return all type of responses. Okay, so first we will see resolve type of response. So it is displaying like this, that we have to write this. Then block. See. So subtraction, for first function is subtraction, so that is status is fulfilled. Second, multiplication, that is also fulfilled. Fulfill means resolve type of response. Okay, add, that is also status belongs to fulfilled. Okay, so if I give reject, I am giving reject type of response for the mul function. Now execute it. See, for multiplication function, it is status is rejected. Okay, all settled method returns all types of responses. Okay. Next one is raise. So raise means returns a promise if any of the promise returns the state from the provided list. So here two functions are there, P1, P2, that means promise functions. So when these functions are executed, if any one of the function is completes its execution, it will return the response. Okay, so I'm giving resolve type of response for the all functions, and sorry, I have used this one, raise. See, why this add function only returns the response? What about these remaining functions? Observe this. Add function has set timeout of 1 second. Subtraction has 2 seconds. Multiplication has 3 seconds. Okay. So which one is lowest? Add function has lowest. Okay. That's why it returns add function response. So remaining function response will be ignored. So I'm giving 5 here. Then subtraction type of response we have to get. See, subtraction. And if you give reject, what will happen? See. Okay, so it will be based on execution time only. Okay, so either it will not bother about this resolve and reject. Okay, so I add function has 5 seconds, multiplication 3, and subtraction has 2 seconds. Okay, so it will take least time, that means 2 seconds, and returns the response irrespective of the response time, either reject or resolve. It is giving the response. Okay, so this is about raise method. By seeing the diagram, you can know that.